Hello folks, Major Gosnell here, and it's going to be episode 16 of my Stationeers playthrough. Now, sorry for the delay in videos over the last couple of days. However, I've been building and redesigning everything that's inside of that building there. You might recognize this as a slightly enlarged version of my former gas production room. So, we're just going to go inside and I'll show you what I've been tearing my hair out trying to make as efficient as possible over the last couple of days. So, here we go. My new and updated gas production. Now, you'll notice that I've pretty much stripped out every single thing in the original, and I've now got an entire new system here with proper gas tanks, gas storage, and portable gas fillers as well. So everything that you could possibly need. So this is just so that when I go to expand my base, start building hydroponics and everything else, I will have a very good starting point to go from. Granted, a starting point that took me about 16 hours to construct. At one point I had pipes, 6 pipes running the entire length of the room connecting to filters on this side, and blah, it got completely fucked up. When I just realized this system would be incredibly easier to do. So, yeah, let me give you a rundown on how it all works. So basically over here you have your furnace. Anything that you feed in, the gases will be released into the system. All the filters are linked up, as you can see here. So whatever goes into this filter here will take out the volatiles, and the volatiles you then have an option of either putting it into the canister, the tank, sorry, not the canister, the portable canister, the tank in the middle, or the smaller canister over here. And we've got release valves on each one, so you can determine which one it goes into. Here you have your console, which I haven't set up yet because I do want to show you how to set one of those up. And each filter going down then, so it comes in here, it goes out there, whatever is filtered out, and whatever is left over is linking into the next machine, and that will filter out in turn the pollutant. I believe this one is nitrogen, CO2, water, and oxygen. So there shouldn't be anything else left in the pipe once you hit the oxygen one, and that should empty out. I will actually need to build an exhaust pipe there, I just realized. So give me 1 second there. Just need to put a bit of piping on here so it has some waste outlet. Okay, and that goes green. So there shouldn't actually be anything coming out of here because everything else is getting filtered out already. Now, on each one of the filters you have your valves, the portable, the tank, and the canister, all the way down here. And on each outlet then you have a pressure sensor for the main tank and a pressure sensor for the canister storage. I couldn't figure out a way to rig up a pressure sensor on the portable oxygen tank, though to be fair you also have the valve here so you can sort of monitor it manually as well. So that's a useful little way of doing it. Now you'll also notice I don't have any pressure regulators, but I have left space for them. So you can easily add a pressure regulator if you want. Maybe not on the main tanks, though with the monitors here as well, you probably don't really need pressure regulators all that much. So coming all the way back down here then, the furnace is here, and this is the active vent which will pump all the stuff through the system. Connected to an APC. And running outside here, now I will be finishing off this building at some point, just finishing off all these iron frames. Maybe put some construction kit walls outside as well. That's connected to a second battery connected to my original 4 solar panels. I just thought it would be a safer way than having it all running off of the battery block up here. It should work a little bit better, and they're fully charged as you can see. Now, one other thing I want to show you, but I haven't actually implemented it yet. The little beam here, this little pipe section here, I'm going to be converting them into, on the center one, on the tank connector, I'll be converting that into a T-junction with a pipe running underneath and out the back wall to connect into my main base, whatever gases that we need. So it'll be a very neat and orderly system. There will be some issues, I think, with piping having some gases in them, but I should be able to add an exhaust vent at some stage. Oh yeah, you'll notice in the top corner I did actually keep the original pressure and temperature sensor from my first pressurized room, which is around the back. Now I want to take you up onto the roof, and what I'm doing up here will probably be in the next video. I'm going to be doing subsystems for electronics. So we're going to have heating running off one set of energy, lighting off of another, door control off of another one again. Just an easier sort of system that if something goes down, we'll be able to find it quickly, and if something does go down, it doesn't compromise the entire base. So we're going to come up here, and here we go. So I do actually need to delete that staring there. That's not actually meant to be there. So we got a jetpack. So I've rigged up the batteries here, and I'm probably going to have to expand my solar panels actually, somewhat, because that's the battery for the lighting and the consoles, and that it is draining quite alarmingly. So yeah, I will have to expand upon my energy output for the lighting and everything else. But that's how the whole thing is being powered. It's coming down the back wall and linking into all the consoles. So I've got the consoles and these lights along the ceiling, which were an absolute bitch to place, running off of that battery. And I've got the filtration unit and the APC here running off of the battery out here. So there's a lot of stuff. Most of the wiring you can see here. The ceiling wiring requires me to place an iron frame above it, run the cord along the bottom of it, then place the light, and then the construction kit wall, and then the steel plate. It's a little convoluted to say the least, but it is doable. Yeah, that's everything there. Now I'm just going to show you quickly how to set up a console as well. So, I believe I've got the data disk here. So you're going to need a data disk, and you're going to need a let's go out here. Actually, I can't remember the exact name. Oh, I can actually show you. I can just break the glass off of here. So 5. Nope. Go here, and I don't have my crowbar. Where did I leave the flaming crowbar now? So yeah, I am actually going to have to go to the electronics printer here and just show you the name on this particular item. So you're going to be looking for circuit boards. And it is gas display. So you build the circuit board gas display, and that's what goes inside the console. You place it in the console and put a glass sheet over it to get it to come on. However, if you switch it on now, it's not actually set up to any particular tank. So what we're going to do, I'm going to insert the data disk here. Now, I would highly recommend, if you're using such a large system, label each of your tanks so you know which one is which. For example, I have labeled, yep, 1 second. I have labeled, it's not showing, damn it. Oh, actually I can show you right here. So I've labeled that tank on the system as Volatile's tank. So the labeler, that'll come up on that. I think actually, there seems to be some sort of hitbox issue there. See, as you can see here, Volatile's canister, but it doesn't actually show for the tank. Maybe I missed that, actually. Or does it show for any of these tanks? Nope, it doesn't. So that's an art design problem they've got there. Basically, I've labeled all of these machines. Ah, there we go. It seems to be showing there. So that's the Volatile tank. So if you scroll down the console here with the data disk on the side. So yeah, you need to put the data disk into the side of the machine here. And scroll down until you see Volatiles. And tank storage, so that's the big one. Click on that, it'll go green. Take out the data disk, and it's now reading the pressure in the tank. Now we're going to do the same up here. Switch it on, and we will want Volatile's canister storage. Now, when you have a lot of things on the system, it does take a while to find it. There we go. And take that out, and that's now reading the canisters that are here. Now, I haven't gotten around to making spray paint yet, but I will be spray painting all of these subpipes with the corresponding color of the filter just to make things look a little prettier, and so you have a better idea just from looking at things what everything is. Though I think if you're running your own base, it shouldn't be a major issue. So that's the entire system there. We're going to do a little fun run and see how it goes. Just going to drop that data disk there. And we are going to put some water into the machine here. Okay. And now if you look here, KPA is on. That should be draining into the system there. As you can see, the pressure is going down quite rapidly. However, we haven't opened any of the actual valves here. So we're going to open the valves on the main tanks. Here we go. Now, ice should just give us water and oxygen, I would imagine. So we should see something appearing in these tanks soon. You can see there the water is appearing. No oxygen, unfortunately. So it's a little strange. That is unusual, alright. But anyway, we are going to drop a little bit of volatile in here as well. So we're going to drop the volatiles in there. Now you'll notice here, the pressure is going up on the volatiles tank, as you can see there. So that's filling quite nicely. That should, when that hits the bottom, that should be good. Surprised we didn't get any oxygen from the water, however. That is a little strange. Now, if you put other chemicals into the furnace just to burn, I'm going to put something we don't particularly need. Yeah, iron's easy enough to come by. So we're just going to put that in there. Temperature should go up again. There we go. Let's see what we got from that. So we got some pollutants in the system. We got some nitrogen from the iron, actually. We got some CO2, not a lot. And we have quite a lot of water coming into the system. 0 oxygen so far. We're actually probably going to require some of the blue ice, I believe, to get the oxygen in there. So we're just going to look and see if I can find my drill, because I have no idea where I left that, actually. As you can see, I've been something of a messy builder here. That is interesting now. Where the fracking Jesus have I left the actual drill? Ah, there we go. Oh, actually, we've got some ice oxide in that one. That's nice. Saves me going out mining. And makes my video edit ever so slightly shorter. So we're going to throw that one down, 5, and we're going to chuck some ice into the iron oxide. What's that? Ice oxide. So there we go, and that should raise the temperature up again. Now we should hopefully have oxygen going through the system now as well. Temperature should be going down, and it is. Alright, let's see if we got the oxygen actually flowing into the bottom system here. I do believe we have. So as you can see there, the ice oxide is releasing a small volume of oxygen into the pipes now. So that's the new gas system set up. Should work the same for the canisters and everything else. And everything should be running very, very nicely. Now, I know some people in the comments you will start talking about temperatures. Given that the room isn't pressurized, and given the sort of stuff I'm going to be putting into the furnace here, I don't think the temperature is going to be a major issue for the time being. When I get around to mixing gases and trying to set temperature levels and stuff like that, I'm probably going to have to create a couple of filters, so on and so forth. But overall, this is a good base point to go from. So it's quite good. We are going to try one little thing here, actually. We're going to see if the pressure drops in the oxygen tank if we open the valve on the canister tank. It does. So that's one way you can fill your tanks from your actual supply as well if you're running low on your tanks. And if you don't have any oxide available. I think it will probably balance out at roughly the same one. It should balance out at roughly the same. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it seems to be slowing down there now. Should probably be at 2, I would imagine. Yep, it balanced. So it won't draw more than is in the original tank as well. So that's pretty good to know as well. So that's a way you can sort of, say your tank is getting too full too quickly and that's empty, you can emergency fill these two to lower the pressure. It's kind of an emergency release system as well, which is quite good. Yeah, that is very, very good. Oop, that's seeping back into the system there, actually. I'm surprised by that. Might be the temperature, though. Oh! I hit the valve on this one, didn't I? So that was what was happening there. It wasn't seeping back in, it was filling this ever so slightly. So you do need to be careful with that. But anyway guys, that is the new gas production facility I've created. Now, I know it looks a little messy at the moment. I will be adding doors, a little more paneling, and definitely more solar panels on the roof. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to set up electrical subsystems and maybe a substation, just so everything runs very, very smoothly. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I hope to catch you on the next episode. Please hit the like, subscribe, and yeah, well happy with that. Just going to lock that battery in there. So yeah, have a good day.